being able to figure out the finance question is going to lead to a lot of these solutions that we're all, here to create.
This is The Deep Dive with Adam Roa.
I really dedicate myself to creating spaces and communities that facilitate trust, especially between other leaders, because I believe that if we empower those who are leading communities, our effect on this earth is going to be greater. And that's really where I like to sit, as well as financial empowerment, because I feel like being able to figure out the finance question is going to lead to a lot of these solutions that we're all, here to create for the more beautiful, liberated world. So it's a pleasure to be here and excited to deep dive.
Yeah. And so it's an interesting thing. So starting off, what comes up for me is talking about this question of, is it a loving choice to keep people out of your community? You talked about financial empowerment, right? And whenever talking about finances, especially in the personal development space, we talk about scarcity mindset versus an abundance mindset or a prosperity mindset. And a scarcity mindset can be incredibly detrimental to the space, right? Like having someone with strong scarcity mindset and speaking all of that into the space can have a major impact. Anyone who's grown up with parents who had scarcity mindsets know what that feels like to be in that all the time. And so specifically in that area, and we talk about curating community, where do you fall in terms of deciding whether to allow someone into the community from their mindset space of scarcity, abundance, financially, if that's one of the things that you really like to empower people in? I'm curious what kind of considerations you have in that realm.
Yeah, I think it's a massive decision factor for our community specifically, because like fake news travels 6 times faster than real news. And so in a community, if you have just one person that's like, oh, these things are too expensive, I'm not getting my value, or this isn't serving me. And there's so many memes out there of like the 50K client sends you the WhatsApp message like, money sent, thanks. And then the like $500, like $100 client is like, hey, I just really need to be making sure that this investment is like worth my time, and like all this other kind of stuff, And so when you get into a space where you're really trying to like serve the world at like a bigger level, you're able to make more impact by allowing less like brain capacity for you to be in this neurosis of like, is this worth my time? Is this the right decision? And like, the more that you're overthinking, the more you're actually stepping away from like being in flow and empowering yourself and your decisions. Like if you feel an energetic match to something, if you feel the fuck yes, and you're like, wow, this event is amazing, this coaching is amazing, this holiday I want to go on, this seems like a full body fuck yes, then stop doubting yourself, stop questioning, and then really trying to get all these, it's like the fearful mind that is like, well, but am I really going to make sure that I get this and whatever. It's just like, you will receive what you are ready to receive.